Everyone, I'm Apostle High, and today I wanted to come and share with those that are married or contemplating marriage on something I've been reflecting on over the course of the past week. Just recently, I and my wife, we celebrated 30 years of marriage, and in thinking about it, we've been both sharing different thoughts about our marital journey and what are some things that have kept our marriage strong, is that we learned to value our compatibility. And what I mean by that is that there's a difference between a relationship that just has chemistry and not compatibility. Every good relationship starts because there's chemistry, but every good marriage is going to last because of compatibility. Chemistry is what happens in the relationship that swept you off your feet, or what had your nose wide open, like great sex, or being with someone you can vibe with in conversation, or who likes what you like the way you like it. But in a marriage, chemistry can bring you together, but it's compatibility that will keep you together for the long haul. For any marriage to last the test of time, you both have to focus on your compatibility, not just chemistry, because chemistry will get concealed over time, but compatibility only gets more revealed with time. Compatibility between spouses is deeper than chemistry, physical attraction, or mental emotional stimulation, but it's about sharing the same core beliefs, values, and working together on the same agenda in life. Let's talk beliefs first, because it all starts there. As a couple, you got to know and trust in what you believe together in 5 major areas. First area is what you believe about God. Second, what you believe about your own individual self-worth. Third, what you believe about money. Fourth, what do you believe about marriage and family? And lastly, number 5, what you believe about your future together. Let's look at the first 2. And the first one sets the stage for everything else that you will believe. And that is, what do you believe about God? See, God has to be the center of your relationship. You will never love and support your spouse properly without help from God. And by that, I mean God is not just a religion, but He's about relationships. And your relationship is important to God, because marriage, believe it or not, my friend, this is God's idea. Both spouses have to know and believe in God and make God and His Word the final decision maker in your relationship. Now, this second one, that is just as important. And it's, what do you believe about your own self-worth? Life is hard, especially in a marriage. I would be lying if I didn't tell you that being married, it's got to be one of the most difficult and most challenging relationships that you will ever experience. But it's also the most rewarding relationship. And you've got to be able, in the tough times of your relationship, to accept not only the situations that you find yourself and your relationship in, but also what is your role in this thing. No marriage is perfect, and no spouse is blameless. We all have to accept who we are and what we did or did not allow to happen within the confines of our relationships. And relationships can be very complex. And in those moments, accepting your role, you've got to not only be able to talk to your spouse, but you got to be able to talk to yourself. I can't tell you the number of times me and my wife, Yvonne High, we both have had to talk ourselves back into our marriage. And that's real talk. And so without these 5 core beliefs being communicated honestly, shared, and collaborated together in a marriage, the best a marriage can do is be fragile. And it can be subjective to doubts and fears. And once you both have established core beliefs, then it sets the stage for respect. It sets the stage for love of what each other values in one another. Your values set the boundaries of your marriage, because what you truly value, you won't misuse and abuse. Values in a marriage is more than just lip service, but it's defending your spouse's beliefs. It's making the choice to love even when they don't deserve it, and placing their happiness even over your own, even in times when you know that they're wrong. Valuing your marriage commits you to compatibility, and that's working together, reaching the same agendas. And when your belief and your values are right in marriage, you come in alignment with your spouse and God, because there's now too much of you invested in them in this thing not to work. So when you reach compatibility, don't allow quitting or divorce to any longer be an option, but only let it be the voice and opinion of others who haven't invested or put in the work that you did. And as time goes, both of you are going to change, can I tell you? And there'll be times that you will need to recommit, refocus, and recommunicate what your beliefs are. Because compatibility starts by sharing and trusting in what you believe in God and in each other, and setting a value system in your marriage so that right boundaries are in place so you both can work the same agenda. Remember, I'm talking about 30 plus years of marriage, and it hasn't always been easy, but it's always been worth it. And your marriage is worth it too. Don't give up. Keep believing. God wants your marriage to